This is Mr. Munchie's pizza recipe, pizza crust, and I messed it up. The hydration rate was way too high from the beginning. I don't know how. Just because I didn't weigh the flour. That's the real reason why my scales broke. So I used the amount of cups that he suggested, and it just didn't seem to work. I had to keep adding the flour, needing it more, add flour. Very, very sticky. Um, However, though, this came out a lot better from the looks of it than what it was looking like, going into it. So I think it's a pretty good crust overall. Um, Peek at the underside of it. It seems like it's very much like what he said it would be on the underneath. It looks similar to what he had, just a little less brown. I had to take it out sooner because the cheese started to burn, but obviously you can see this should be a little more golden. But that's about it. Well, this side's a little more like how he had it. But that's about it. I'm going to dig into this and see how it tastes. Probably tastes pretty good. I mean, just based on the feel. Let's just kind of press it. There you go. Seeing some areas where it got done right. Has the crunch. Alright, cool. Let's see. Okay, so here's a slice. And there's the profile. There's the underneath. And you can see I used a cheap Dollar Tree pan, which didn't do it any justice. You got to get a stone or a much higher quality pan. Now, I basically messed this thing up in 2 ways, and I still got amazing results. Honestly, amazing for, I mean, it's a good pizza. It's not a perfect pizza, but this is a pretty good pizza that came out. And the first thing I messed up was I didn't weigh the flour. Always weigh the flour. Never do it volumetrically. My scale was kind of goofed up, so I just went with actually doing it volumetrically. Paid the penalty for it. Came out like biscuit dough. Had to keep adding more flour. Second thing I goofed up was the proofing. Okay, you're supposed to proof this thing twice. Once for about an hour to an hour and a half in the oven, and then a second time for an hour and a half to 2 hours underneath the bowl with a little bit of steam in the bowl. Okay, he'll show you how to do that in his video. Problem is, I went to lay down. I wound up falling asleep. Didn't come back for 3 hours. The thing had grown out from under the bowl, and the dough that grew out from under the bowl basically dried up. Started to dry up on the surface, and the other stuff within the bowl remained moist. So I had to try to get this as homogeneous as I could before rolling it out one last time, and I couldn't. I mean, I could not get it to the smoothness and the niceness that I had in the earlier dough ball. So I thought it was going to come out pretty crappy. I really did. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this. I thought it was going to be a poor test of the pizza dough. But incidentally, it came out pretty good. Has a good taste, good texture. I think most people will like it. It's a taste that I think fits between a lot of other extreme tastes that people put into pizzas, right? Like some people like to make them kind of spongy. Other people make them much lower hydration, like a New York style pizza that can sometimes come out like cardboard. Some people were bitching about pizzas in some other guy's videos saying like, yeah, I don't like pizzas. I'm done with the whole cardboard thing, you know? So this is not going to be cardboard like. I can't imagine it. I've never seen it in mine and his. So this will not be a cardboard experience, in my opinion, at the very least. But the taste is nice. Like I said, kind of comes out a bit like Pizza Hut pan pizza, but in my opinion, with a superior texture of more of a quality bread. So all in all, I would recommend this pizza, no doubt. I think there's a lot of ways too. As a matter of fact, this is not the pizza you're always going to get. Workmanship counts for a lot of this. You can make this thinner and more of a New York style, or you can make this even more of a traditional pan style. Mine fell somewhere between the two. But there's a lot. You trust me, you can get a lot better pizza out of this dough than what I have shown here. So hopefully people give it a try. It's not as hard as you think. Just make sure you follow the directions. I'm going to link all of his videos in the description. I think more people should know about this pizza. It's pretty darn good and fairly cheap to do. So hope you enjoyed the review, and that's about it. Thanks.